Welcome into a book review. Today we're going to be checking out Dune from Frank Herbert. Now this book is good, like really, really good. Now Dune is a sci-fi book that deals with politics, religion, and even some destiny. It is set in the far, far future, and I kind of think of it as a post-apocalyptic future. The story follows the main character right here, Paul Atreides, who is heir to the House of Atreides. They move from their home planet to the desert planet of Arrakis. Now, Arrakis is the only home for this mystical type of spice. Now, this spice lets you live longer as well as your senses will be heightened. Now, in the beginning of the book, you find out about a betrayal, and as a result of this, Paul and his mother have to flee into the desert where they meet a group called the Foremen, and the Foremen actually point to Paul as kind of like their messiah figure. Now going in, I had actually seen Dune Part 1, the movie, and I have to say, the score is amazing. You can read this book with that score in the background and feel amazing anywhere. I have not seen Dune Part 2 yet. I was waiting on finishing this book. But as a result, kind of when I think of the characters, when I think of Paul, I think of Timothée Chalamet. But when I think of Chani, I think of a mix between Zendaya. And then I also have a friend who is named Chani. Different spelling though. She has blonde hair. And that's what I typically think of the Dune and Chani having blonde hair. I really enjoyed the pacing. Now, some of it I thought could have been a little bit faster. Or they could have cut scenes. Like, for instance, there's this one character who throughout most of the book, he has this one goal, and you know he has this goal, but Frank Herbert keeps bringing up that he has this goal, and you feel kind of stupid because, you've heard it before, but he keeps bringing it up. So there is a couple of repetitive themes throughout this, but besides that, it's a really great book. Dune deals with some complex issues surrounding government and religion. For instance, on the religion side of it, it deals with how a person can manipulate someone's religion to try to get what they want or to rise to power. Now, I think this book actually does a really, really good job of dealing with how people can be manipulated into having full-out wars. Paul and some of these other people really believe in the cause that they're doing, but they never consider what are the after effects for that. And I think Dune does that amazing. It's not like, okay, this is a just cause, but what is going to be the bad side effects that come because of the just cause? And I think this book really does that well. There is a character in here who uses religion to manipulate an entire population to do what they want. All right, I'm about to get into some content concerns, so if you don't want any of the story to be spoiled, click off now. So, as for language goes in this book, I never caught any misusages of God's name. However, the D word is said several times, as well as the A word is thrown in here or there. As for sexual content, there is a couple of things that are hinted at but never expressly said. For instance, orgies are used as a political device to get something that they want, but it's never described or anything, it's just stated. And then Paul and Chani do end up having a child at the end of the book, or near the end of the book, and they are never married, but Chani is Paul's concubine. Now, Paul was going to try to marry someone else, a princess, but he was not going to do it for love, he was just going to do it to climb those ranks. Now, Paul is seen as a messiah by the Freemen on Dune, and Paul knows he's not divine or something, but he actually uses that trust that they have in them to gain some power. I don't think it is my favorite book. I will definitely be returning to it sometime, so that is why I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. I don't think it quite made it to my 5 list, but this is an amazing book. If you want a great book, I would highly recommend the deluxe version. It's only about $25 on Amazon. You get these amazing drawings, even the cover art has it. And then this one in the back, you get amazing, look, it's the sandworm. I love sandworms. If you're more of an audiobook type person, I totally get it. I am too. And there's an amazing audiobook version, and I will put all the info on screen right now because I don't remember everything, but it's amazing. It's like a voice cast, so when you're learning about all these characters, because they have somewhat complex names, you can say, okay, I remember this voice, this was Chani's voice, this was Paul's voice, this was the narrator's voice, and it was a really easy way for me to just get into the Dune universe. So again, I highly recommend you checking out Dune. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.